Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. So you've just seen the We Are Driven intro. The We Are Driven team are still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation as well. So get yourselves over to Facebook, go click that like button on Archie's journey page, go click that like on the Bradley Lowry Foundation page. Get yourselves over to We Are Driven, sign yourselves into that as well. See what the team are up to, what's happening, what campaigns we're pushing. And then once you've done all that, get yourselves over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and go donate on there, please. Thank you very much. So tonight, round 4 of Archie's journey Mazda challenge. As you can see, 2 lobbies running tonight. We've got myself running the pros. We've got Down for the Count, or D4TC sim racing on YouTube, doing pro-ams. So if you're here for the pro-ams, go check out Down for the Count. Don't stay with me. Don't go Down for the Count. Make my numbers bigger. Only joking, Down for the Count. So round 4 tonight. We are live from Dragon Trail Seaside. It is Chicane of Death. See how they get on in these twitchy little Mazdas. It's been a good series so far. Let's have a look at some scores before we get on track. So we've got both sets of scores up tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. So leading the pros, we've got P1 Don on 83 points. Dylan in second with 78 points. We've got Mental Nev with 76 points for third. Ralph fourth with 69 points. Also on 69 points is Diz in fifth, so joint fourth. Reg GT 64 points. We've got Potter McPot 58 points for 7th. Rick 33 GTR, he's in 8th with 53 points. P1 Champ 46 points for 9th. Manny has got 42 points, sitting in 10th. GT Raffo 11th with 40 points. 12th is P1 Benny with 55 points. Aldo is 13th with 32 points. 14th is P1 Baggy 76, 15 points. We've got 15th JPH 99 on 12 points. And Bad Fora Tom with 9 points. So that's points in pro. We won't spend too much time on pro-ams. Let's just have a quick look. Infinity Decals leading the way with 115. Valium second. Tatey third. Skippy fourth. Popeye fifth. P1 Rob in 6th. Urban Fire 7th, P1 Pilgrim 8th, Nilo 40 in 9th, Ricky J in 10th, Manny the Gamer 12th, Magenta Fez 13th, Manny the Gamer 11th, Magenta Fez 12th, Winnie in 13th, Dodgy 14th, and Jambo in 15th. No 16th position driver there. I myself have still got merch available. Get yourselves in contact with me if you fancy a t-shirt or some stickers. Plenty available. Oh, that's not what you're meant to be watching. That's not what you're meant to be watching. It's far too loud anyway. That needs coming down a bit. So, who have we got in this lobby tonight? Let's see. We've got Raoul, we've got Champ Baggy, Manny, Dylan, we've got Raffo, Reg GT, Mental Nev. Stop it. Rick 33, P1 Don, Aldo, James Harbour, Potomac Potts. Benny's in the house. Who have I missed? Now they're all moving all over the place. Swines. I think we've got everyone. James Harbour, yep. Potomac Pot, yep. So, settings for lobby just being changed up then. Qualifying starting. 2 20-minute races for you lot. And a short little qualifier just to kick off. Race 2 is reverse grid for the top 8 from race 1. And the other drivers just sitting there finishing positions. Let's get ourselves on track then. Turn the usual nonsense on. Right, so chicane of Seaside then. Chicane of Death Circuit. So there's basically a triangle with 3 hairpins and almost hairpins and 3 varying degrees of chicane. Just coming into hairpin 2 here. One's not really a hairpin, but it may as well be. It feels like it when you're going around it. Chicane of Death coming up then. Let's see how they get on through here. First lap out on track. Hopefully they've warmed their tyres up. That's the Death section right there on the way out. On the way in, it's nice and easy. Those 3 getting through pretty cleanly. Raoul, look, giving his tyres a quick scrub and a warm before he starts his first hot lap. On here, and mouse, not controller. Talk on time, people. I can, but you know, I'll just end up saying the letters I'm pressing. Pin it. Right, that's enough of you, Raoul, turtle terrorist. Benny being chased down by Mental Nev. Keeping himself, oh no, he's actually running quicker over the brow of the hill. So still no hot laps yet. They are only just starting the first little hot laps. Oh, Mental Nev's gone wide through hairpin 2. It's going to slow him down on this lap. Then just coming through Chicane of Death, a little bit wobbly on the way out. See great big curbs on the inside of both of those turns. Oof, Raffo drifting on the way out. Potomac Potts following him through there, a little bit cleaner than Raffo. See closing that gap up with Raffo's little mistake, putting the indicator on as well. Unless that was him trying to flap at the wheel. Trying to keep that in a straight line out of the chicane. Right, let's have a run through then. People have been crossing the line. Raoul then, 147.2 currently. P1 done. Oh, still drivers coming across the line and taking that position. Let's wait for them all to get across the line. Sit with current pole sitter Dylan. Through everyone else, so it is going to be Dylan on pole for the time being. So 147.1 for Dylan. Raoul then, he's got a 147.2. Don's on a 147.6. Benny, he's got himself a 147.8. 33, 147.9. James Harben, 147.9 as well. Raffo, 148.0. Aldo, he's got a 148.0. Manny, 148.4. Potomac Potter, 149.1. Baggy on a 1:49.7 as he nearly went wide there. Mental Nev on a 1:50.4. We saw him running a bit wide out of that second hairpin. Rich GT, a 2:00.0. Still drivers missing. Why have we not got all 15 drivers on track? Thought we had a full lobby. Okay. Let's go for a lap with our man Raoul. Get a bit of roof cam going on. So through the little kink left, this is the start finish straight. Hard on the brakes into the first of the chicanes. Oh, a little bit slow there. Let's get ourselves on with Benny as he's running a little bit quicker. So through a little kink to the left, down into the kink right. First of the, what I call the hairpins. It does feel like a hairpin when you're ragging around it. So out of that, under the Larini Bridge, down the hill, into the second of the chicanes, the big wide open one. Still got to be careful on this one. Well, you've not let me do that, have you? You sprung that on me a bit quick, didn't you? It's meant to be one of them. Transition into the race. That's what it's meant to be. But I forgot. I didn't forget, it's there, but just not quite in time and a little bit unprofessional, we'll say. So, Potter McPot's second on the grid then. He got a sneaky last little lap in that I didn't see. So they get away then. 20-minute race coming up. Ourselves into a good spot as we can have a look, see what happens into turn one. On board with Aldo, looking to go up the inside of Raffo. Oh, and up the inside of Reg GT. A little bit of contact. Does everyone get through there cleanly? Yes, they do. Right, let's get ourselves up front, see what's kicking off. Dylan then holding the lead. Raoul's got himself past Potter. Potter pushed down into third, then Don fourth. Oh, who's that just run wide? Is that Benny? So through the first of those hairpins. Potter, Don in fourth, Mental Nev fifth, HGT in sixth, almost pushing Mental Nev around through that first second chicane. Raffo's seventh, Aldo in eighth, James in ninth, under pressure from Rick and Manny for that position. What's going on early on then. Baggy in 12th. Yeah, it was Benny that got it all wrong. Sitting at the back of the pack. 1.9 seconds down. Into chicane of death. Top few drives through there pretty cleanly by the looks of things. Still holding on to this lead. Raoul closing up as they come back into this final turn of this circuit. Is anyone going to be able to make a move down this start-finish straight? To lap 2 then. Closing up for Raoul. Dylan trying to hug that inside line. Raoul chucks himself down the inside, but now Dylan holds the inside line into the chicane. And Raoul running around the outside. He does just about. Can he carry the speed on the exit? Not as much as Dylan. Holds on to that first place then for Dylan. Bunching up then top 3, top 4. Who's that tucked in the background? Is P1 Don. Dylan then first. Raoul second. Potter third. Don in fourth. Is that Mental Nev? Not too far back either, only 0.5 of a second. Dragging Reg GT with him. Raffo then 7th. 1.6 seconds back. Aldo 8th. 1.2 seconds back. Rick in 9th. Chased by James Harbin. 10th and Manny in 11th still these. Maggie and Benny closing up on these two as well. Maggie putting all sorts of time on Maggie. Raoul then up front, but for how much longer? Dylan trying to run side by side through the chicane. Oh, side by side on the exit, tiny bit of contact between them. That caused Potterman Pot to get a little bit of a front end shunt into one of them because P1 Don closed right up on it. Mental Nev chucking himself up the inside of Potterman Pot and P1 Raoul then kicking off in these Mazdas, kicking off in the Mazdas. Diz, evening brother, how you doing? Potterman Pot then up into top position. Can he hold it into the... No, Dylan slots one up the inside. Can Potterman Pot get the run on the way out? Not quite, still jostling for position as they head down to this first hairpin. So it is a six-way fight for top few positions at the minute. They've pulled a big old gap from Raffo now. What's that gap sitting at? 2 seconds back to Raffo. Reg GT getting himself right involved in this one as well. Trying to chuck one on the inside of Don and Raoul here. He's got himself up the inside of Don as they head over the brow. Oh, sorry, it is Raoul. Don rocking the Harry Potter livery for Archie tonight. He's rocked it all season. Dylan then up front, Potter second, Mental Nev now third, Don fourth, Raoul fifth. Reg GT still hanging on to still hanging on to sixth, he says, as he just gets that chicane of death a little bit wrong. Knocks it into the wall, drops himself off the back of that fight for a minute. He's 0.8 of a second back, 0.9 of a second back as they come into this final turn. He needs to get himself back in check. He's under a little bit of threat from Raffo now, just 0.9 of a second back himself. Still 0.9. Can Reg GT pulling himself back into this fight? Raffo in 7th, Rick 33 in 8th. He's pulled time over James. Then he's got himself back through into 10th as well. Manny 11th, Baggy 12th. Aldo, what's happened to Aldo? Have you had a chicane of death moment? Oh no, you've been in the pits. I don't know why. Still kicking off with these 5 now. Potterman Potts managed to get himself back in front of Dylan, but for how much longer? Dylan trying to side by side with him through the chicane. Potter's going to have the advantage over the hill, but can Dylan carry the speed? I don't want that view. That'll do. Potterman Pot got all sorts of drivers trying to sling one up the inside there. Dylan then holding second. Mental Nev just got third, side by side with Raoul and Don as they come into chicane of death. This could be chaos for somebody. Mental Nev holds it. Oh, Potter gets it a little bit wrong into the wall. You can see what that's done for him. He's going to lose positions left, right and centre here. So Raoul goes past, pushes Potter down to 5th position. It's almost an action replay of what we saw Reg GT do. And here he is, Reg GT, now tucked into the back end of Potter. Potter managed to keep himself slotted into the slipstream range of Raoul, even after that mistake. He's kept himself out of direct danger from Reg GT at the minute. Can Potterman Pot get back up with this bunch? 0.6 of a second back. He's always in slipstream range, so he will slowly gain that back, as is Reg GT. As long as he doesn't make any more mistakes. Actually, good view with Potter looking at these top 4. Dylan then up front, Mental Nev into 2nd. Don 3rd, Ralph 4th, Potter 5th, Reg GT in 6th. So a little bit further back, 0.9 of a second for Reg. Mazda just looking a little bit smaller in the mirror. Dylan's run wide. Ultimate Pole also running a little bit wide through there. Losing a bit more time to those top 4. Let's get out of this view. So Dylan still leading, but by the skin of his teeth. Mental Nev just 0.3 of a second back. P1 Don another 0.2 back. Rao another 0.2 back. Potter McPot now 0.3 back. GT still got 0.9. Got to be careful he doesn't. Oh, it's just tipped over a second, so he's out of the slipstream range now. Then Reg GT. Danger from 7th place, another 2.5 back to Rick 33. What happened to... Where did you go? Was it Manny? It was Raffo. What happened to Raffo? No fresh tyres on for Raffo, so it looks like Raffo's got it. Oh, he's got it wrong again into the first chicane. Yeah, tricky circuit. Spins it into the wall, just trying to put the damn thing in a straight line now. He's in the sand, unfortunately. Rear wheel drive. I bet he's angry at himself as well. And that's the result now. 16 seconds, and that will be more by the time he's up to full speed. A little bit of damage on his car as well. Unfortunate, Raffo. Oh, we've already lost a driver. Oh, we lost Aldo. Yes. As he just leaves the room. So back up to a 5-way fight here for first. Dylan, Mental Nev, Don, Raul and Potter. Reg GT unfortunately losing time to these guys, now 1.4 seconds back. A little bit wavy out of there for Raul. Potter's going to try and sling one up the inside into the final turn. Ooh, that's the wrong side. Raul gives him plenty of room, carries quite a bit of speed though. Pop with a great big We Are Driven logo smashed down the side of that Mazda. DCC, FU Cancer, P1 logos, We Are Driven on the bonnet as well. These two losing a bit of time to that top 3.7 of a second. So that little bit of side-by-side action through the final turn, just costing them a couple of tenths. Dylan, Mental, Don as they were then, first, second, third. Raul fourth. Gained that time back 0.4 of a second and back again. Losing penalty as well for Raul. Gets himself within 0.2 of a second of Don in front. Pop then, 0.4 of a second back. But GT still not been dropped too much by these guys, only still 1.4 seconds back. Opportunities for him yet. 33, 2.1 seconds back. Benny has got himself back through the pack. Getting it all wrong in the first hairpin. So he's up into 8th. He is second back from Rick still. James pretty close behind him, 0.4 of a second back in 9th. Manny is 1.8 seconds back in 10th. Baggy 7.9 back in 11th. Raffo, I saw him spinning himself off at chicane 1. 15.7 seconds back at the minute. Yes, unfortunately losing Aldo. Oh, pedal connection. Oh, Aldo. No. There you go. There's the reason why Aldo disappeared. I didn't think it was any kind of rage quit, because it would have been. I saw you rolling around at the back, And if it was raging because you'd been smashed off track and you were at the back, you would have been ghosting with full-on rage thumbs on text, I'm sure. Still kicking off here for this first position. Mental Nev thought about looking down the inside at Dylan there into pin 1. Oh, getting a bit close and personal here. Top 5, bumper to bumper as they head down through lap 8. Red GT unfortunately losing more time, 2 seconds down. Who's that? Mental Nev trying to slip one around the outside at hairpin 2. Dylan's not having that, so he holds on to that first place. Cheeky Mental. Closes up again. Don now under threat for his third position from Raul. Slips one through chicane. A bit wavy on the way out for Raul, but he's managed to get himself back up into third. Don 4th, then Potter's still 5th. Mental Nev not able to sling one up into the final turn. Still nothing in it really between these. Like if I jump on board with Mental Nev, Raul, even though he looks a little bit far back, won't be that far time-wise. 0.7, maybe a little bit further than I thought. Getting it a little bit too wavy coming out of the chicane then maybe Raul. Mental Nev though, still piling the pressure on Dylan in front. Back up. Still there, nothing in it between the top 5. Nothing at all. Are you going to be back for race 2, Aldo? Let's hope so. Don, let's see if we can get a good shot of the side of your car, shall we? There you go, that's not bad. Slow down a bit. Hopefully that's it sorted. Nice, Aldo. Nice. Threaten it. That always works. Oh, who's that? Mental Nev getting it deep into hairpin 2. He's now pushing himself down to the back of this fight. Side by side with Potter. Not anymore. Potter comes through. Aldo's back in the room. He's having it. So, Mental Nev, Dylan getting the chicane of death a tiny bit wrong. Raul running through, Dylan running slow as well. All change here then. Raul's gone deep. Don slots himself through. Cheeky Don. As he carried the speed though versus Raul down here. There's a good look at your livery there, look. That's what we should have done. Harry Potter. 9 3/4, good lad, side by side. As Dylan, cheeky boy, slotting himself through in the middle of these two, so almost 3 wide as they come through there. Potter as well. Potter's a maniac. Flipped 13, he's chucked himself in and took the lead. Oh no, he's not. Sorry, I didn't see Dylan slotting himself around the outside. The maniacs. There's Mazdas everywhere. Mental Nev gets a good run out, trying to slot one up the inside of Potter as he runs down to the second chicane. Potter will just have the advantage. Don though, he's looking around the inside of Mental Nev as well. These 5 having a right good fight. This has allowed Red GT to close that gap back up if you just look in the background. There he is with the Irish colours strapped across his bonnet. He's not messing about. Still sliding around for positions then. Potter holding on to third just. Mental Nev looking to run. Oh, he's run deep again a little bit. That's going to make him lose speed. Don now side by side as they come into chicane of death again. Potter then holds that third. Dylan first. We're on board with Raul. Oh, Potter sideways out of there. Held it. 0.6 of a second back from Raul. Doesn't want to lose too much time now. Otherwise, once you start losing that slipstream, it's all over. Dylan and Raul then bumper to bumper coming out of turn 1. Raul's trying to chuck one around the outside here. Infinity Decals logo smashed down the side of P1 Dylan's car. Into chicane 1. I thought Dylan had run it a bit wide. He's had a bit of a slow exit. Raul's going to have a go again. For a different line through the chicane. Does he get a better run out down to through the hairpin? Does he get a better run out down towards the chicane? Again, looking dangerous. Might just hang back here and wait till hairpin 2. Ultimate Pot still only 4.4 of a second back from Raul. Still got Don and Reg GT. Mental Nev now down to 6. Oh, Dylan hugging that grass. Nowhere for Raul to go. Oh, Don, where are you going? You 9 3/4 yourself. You maniac. Trying to defend from Reg GT, I think, and yeah, just went a little bit Harry Potter on himself. You know, the bit where Potter can't get through the brick wall. I think that's what Don's just done. So Dylan, Raul, Potter, Reg GT up into 4th. So he was a fair way back from these guys and gets himself back in the fight. Fortunately, top 3 have now pulled 1.9 second gap over the 3 behind as they go 3 wide down towards the first chicane. Maniacs switching positions here as they look for different lines on the way through. Reg GT is going to test out the drift. Raul's got it wrong through the chicane. He's down in 6. Raul, what happened? Driver's already crossing the finish line. Sorry, I was so concentrating on these boys racing, I didn't look at the race clock. 20-minute race, done and dusted. James Harburn then finishes 8th. Manny comes home in 9th. Baggy in 10th. Benny 11th. Raffo is going to take 12th. Potomac Pot has got himself up front. Can he hold a position now? This is the danger zone really down into this hairpin. Potter's got the advantage. Dylan's gone a little bit deep. Potter is going to be able to carry the speed. Again, he's going to have the advantage into the chicane coming up. He's got to defend into the final turn then from Dylan. Taking it easy through there. Doesn't want to risk smashing it into the wall, but Dylan's got a good exit. Coming up the inside of Potter. Potter not able to get himself across track early enough to defend. Can he get a good run out and a run down to this start-finish line? And Dylan's going to take it. Potter not quite close enough, so Dylan does take the win. Potter takes 2nd. Mental Nev backwards for 3rd. Raul 4th. Reg GT in 5th. Don in 6th in the end. So Reg GT ended up not too bad there. Was in the thick of it. Came out the thick of it. I went back in the thick of it. Oh, what are you doing? That's not what you're meant to be doing. Don't be hitting your keyboard because things like that happen. And Aldo's back in the room. Yay. Aldo's, he says, "You let me down, Aldo. I've just said you're back in the room. You've disappeared." Maybe now he's gone to swear at the pedals. Aldo's back in the room. Okay, we've got 4 minutes. Don't forget, people, get yourselves over to We Are Driven. Get yourselves over to the Archie's Journey page. Get yourselves over to the Bradley Lowry Foundation page as well. Click all those like buttons. Do all the things you got to do. And then get yourselves over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey. Go and drop a donation on there. Blam! Gotta love that video, ain't you? Hey, gotta love it. Big shout out to Dave over at Infinity Decals. Putting that together, also putting the stickers together. If you fancy some stickers, give me a shout. If you fancy a shirt, give me a shout. You can see there, bottom left, we've got the We Are Driven logo on there. The stickers are a little bit different as well. So, top sticker as well, the bottom stickers as it is. The top sticker, we have got the We Are Driven logo smashed in between the sim racing groups right in the middle at the bottom. So a slight change from the original design, but it was a last minute change after I'd already sent the images off. So never mind. Got the picklet straight in, no way. Aldo's having it all tonight. So, race 2, reverse grid for the top 8, and everyone else is in their final race positions from race 1. Did Potter McPot and Nev have a little bit of a coming together, did they? Looks like it. Let's see if Don can knock 9 3/4 himself, whether the spell's been lifted in race 2. Yeah, some good racing there in those Mazdas. Some good racing. What happened to Raoul? I think he just got it a little bit wrong in the first chicane there. Maybe outbraked himself trying to defend, or we weren't actually looking. Ended up all the way down in 6th, did Raoul? Was that where you ended up, Raoul? Oh, 4th. How did you get back 4th? Punch your way past Red GT and Don, did you? Get ourselves on track then. 1 minute till race 2 starts. Can he do it, people? Can he smosh them tyres before we start the race? I'm going to go for a no. Doing bad. Maybe he's going to do it. Full beans going now, thrashing the you know what's out of it in 5th. There he goes, full set of tyres done. Well done, Rick. Potter McPot trying to do the same thing. Yes, it is. Can Potter finish a set of tyres off then? Took me to 4th. P1 Don just saying crazy good race. Yeah, really good racing tonight in race 1. Let's hope we've got the same for race 2. Most drivers out on track then. Contact, Damage, Chaos and Mayhem, Chaos and Mayhem. If anyone joined the room now, they'd think, well, I don't know what they'd think. Potter nearly taken out, was that Benny? Don chucking himself in the wall. Smoshed a set of tyres. Benny's now having a go. James Harbin's having a go. Sensible, Nev. Race 2 then, people. Reverse grid for top 8. Dukes. How you doing, brother? All right. Didn't get on so well in Tuesday's race, did you, mate? Never mind. Next week. Right, here we go then. James Harbin leading us away. Rick 33 in 2nd. P1 Don 3rd, Reg GT in 4th, Ralph 5th, Mental Nev 6th, Potter in 7th, and Dylan in 8th. Not a great start from James Harbin, he's getting swamped already. Rick 33 through to 1st, whether he holds it into turn 1. Reg GT looking a bit tasty at the minute as well, trying to get his way up and through this pack early on. Everyone getting through turn 1 and 2 pretty cleanly by the look of it. Yes, everyone. So, Rick up front. P1 Don into 2nd, Reg GT 3rd, Raoul in 4th, James Harbin 5th, Mental Nev in 6th, side by side with Potter McPot. Potter 6th then, Mental Nev 7th, Dylan 8th. Champ and Benny side by side. Benny just holding on to 9th, Champ 10th. Raffo in 11th, Manny 12th, Baggy in 13th, Aldo in 14th. Has he got full gripperama, full brakes by the looks of things? Full accelerator. Let's hope he's fixed his problem. Right, chicane of death, first lap. Rick leads us through, a little bit wavy on the way in there. Rick 30, Reg GT a bit wavy on the way out. Don and Don's got himself into 2nd, Reg GT 3rd, Ralph 4th. James in 5th, Mental Nev 6th, Benny just getting himself past Potter McPot. Benny up into 7th. Dylan looking to run past Potter as well. Potter looking to do a bit of bump drafting down the straight on Benny. Champ doing the same on Dylan. Who's going to win out here? Potter McPot and Benny side by side. Whoa, a little bit squirrely on the way out. Potter having to scrub that speed off. Oh, a little bit squirrely on the way out there as well. 5-way fight here then. Benny gets himself through. Potter getting swamped there. He's had Dylan and Benny. Champ side by side with, still pushing Benny around this circuit. Not Benny, sorry, anymore. It's Dylan, he's tucked in behind this time. So a little bit punchy early on. Rick 33 then. Still holding this lead. Raul then has got himself past. What's happened to Don? Don's all the way down in 5th. Raul's got himself into 2nd. Mental Nev 3rd. James into 4th. Don 5th after getting it wrong somewhere. Reg GT all over his rear end for 6th. Into the chicane of death. Backing off. Doesn't want to get too close to Don through here. Getting it cleanly on the way through there. So Benny 7th, Dylan 8th, Potter in 9th, Champ 10th, Raffo 11th, Manny in 12th, Baggy 13th, and Aldo 14th. Close that gap right up on Baggy. Still pretty tightly packed here as we're just about to start lap 3. Raul then looking for the move on Rick 33, gets it done, up into 1st then for the German. 2nd for Rick, bit of a gap back to Mental Nev, who's now 3rd. 0.6 of a second, James Harwin just 0.4 of a second back from Mental Nev. And then there's a bit of a gap back to Don, so it'll be interesting to find out what happened to P1 Don. Has he 9 3/4 himself again this race? Benny up into 6th. Managed to break away from the drivers behind. We've got Reg GT, Potter McPot and Dylan battling it out for 7th, 8th and 9th. Board with Dylan. Just looking at Potter chucking himself over to the far right hand side of the circuit. Looking for the move on Reg. Brings himself back over to the race line. Might have gone a little bit deep there, Potter. He has. So Dylan gets past. There's Reg GT. Oh, he's tucked right behind Potter. I couldn't even see him. So losing a position, Potter there. He managed to get past Reg GT, but then lost the position straight back to Dylan. A little bit squirrely out of there for Potter, so he's now side by side with Reg GT. Champ's bolted onto the back end of this fight as well. 3 wide as they come into this final turn. Champ slings one up the inside. Reg GT backs off. Potter McPot tries to chuck one back up the inside of Champ. Side by side on the exit, both looking for the slipstream off of P1 Dylan in front. Reg GT trying to get his way past there as well. Tucked back in the line now. They sling themselves through this little kink down towards first of these chicanes. Champ tries to bung one up the inside, almost knocks Potter McPot off track. He comes back on, but he's lost a bit of speed, so Raffo and Reg GT putting the pressure on him. Reg GT actually getting through there. Done that completely wrong. Let's get ourselves up front, see what's going off here. So Raul still leading, but only just. Rick 33 still tucked on to the back end of him. Mental Nev as well has pulled himself back up to this fight, so top 3, big old gap back to 4th. 2.9 seconds. Benny making his way past Don as well. Benny into 4th, Don 5th, James in 6th. So losing 2 positions, James. And Dylan getting himself right up onto this fight in 7th. Reg GT in 8th. Potter McPot defending from 3 drivers down into this hairpin. Raffo, Champ and Manny. Potter McPot under all sorts of pressure at the minute. Not so much to get it wrong through there. A little bit squirrely on the way out for Champ. Raffo got a good exit. He's now at the inside of Champ as they head down towards this final turn. Potter McPot. Just got to be a bit careful of Raffo up the inside. Champ though decides to try and chuck one around the outside. Unfortunately, he went a little bit wide. He's going to lose that position to Raffo. Raffo slots himself in behind Potter then. Champ down to 11th. Manny in 12th. Aldo 13th. He's managed to get himself past Baggy. Baggy in 14th. Coming back at Aldo into turn 1 though. Exit. Can he get back at Aldo? Just 0.4 of a second back at the minute for Bags. 33 then retaking the race lead from Raul. Again, just coming into this section where it's anybody's game into this second hairpin. On board with Rick 33 then, looking back at Raul and Mental Nev. Mental Nev then managing to just get himself up the inside of Raul as Raul slung himself over to the defensive line. But carried a little bit more, too much speed. Raul swooped his way back through into second, while Rick 33 just stayed where he was and kept his first. Oh, a little bit of contact. Tiny bit of a slow exit for Rick 33, but he keeps himself in touch with these two. Into this final turn again then. Mental Nev holding top spot. Raul in second. Rick 33 third. Gap extended 3.4 seconds back to fourth position. Who's going to win out here? Okay, Rick 33 backing off as he heads down towards turn 1. Raul thought about having a go, but Mental Nev holds on to it for now. 3.2 back to Don then. Benny 5th. These two having a good old fight. Dylan 6th. James Harbin 7th. Reg GT has closed that gap up onto the back of James. Get himself past there. Champ up to 9th. Manny in 10th. Potter now 11th. Aldo up into 12th, now putting some pressure on Potter. Raffo in 13th as well. What's happened to Raffo? Maggie still 14th, 9 of a second back. So what did Aldo do to get himself out of any kind of danger from Baggy? Past Raffo and a little way up the road. Mental Nev starting to pull a gap from Raul then. Is Raul having to go defensive from Rick 33? Just 0.4 of a second as they head into the chicane of death. Cheat, not champ. Oof. Oof, fighting words, Dukes, fighting words. Top 3 just stretching out then, so Rick 33 coming a cropper to chicane of death. We've missed the actual incident because I was talking to Duco. But he is now 0.8 of a second back from top 2, Mental Nev and Raul. Can Raul close the gap up towards turn 1? Is he going to make the move here? No, he doesn't. Mental Nev holds on to the lead again then for another lap. Second, Rick 33 now a second back in third. Benny back up into fourth, got himself past Don. Those two swapping positions for the last few laps. Dylan though looking to get himself right involved in this fight. Has he managed to get himself past Don? Yes he does. Slings one back up the inside of Benny as well. 2 positions there for Dylan. Can he hold on to it? Don in 5th, Benny in 6th. It's all closing up again here. Reg GT 7th, James Harbin 8th, Champ 9th, Manny in 10th, Potter 11th, Aldo 12th, Raffo 13th, Baggy, oh what's happened to Baggy, now 3.1 seconds back. Must have got it wrong somewhere, a little bit drifty out of a turn maybe. Big dent on the front of that car, so I'm assuming it's just a little bit of a sideways action out of one of these turns. Or a trip to the sandbanks. Mental Nev then, another extension over Raul. Raul is still within that slipstream range, he says, as Mental Nev extends a little bit more coming out of the final turn. It's up to 0.8 of a second between himself and Raul. 33 again, just losing a bit of time, 1.3 seconds back from Raul. Dylan up into 4th and pull time, 5.2 back from the top 3, but now 1.6 seconds over 5th place Don. 7th place, Don. 8th place, Don. Sandpit, Don. 9th, Don. 10th, Don. 11th, Don. What happened? What happened? So, all closing back up here. Champ. Dylan's managed to make a break, 2.7 seconds down the road. Champ in 5th then. But he's got a great big gaggle of these Mazdas behind him now. He's got Reg GT, Benny, he's got James Harben, Manny Affleck, Potter McPott. There's Don, a little bit far back at the minute, 1.4 seconds. He's under a bit of threat from Aldo. Down the inside for Aldo. Don't 9 3/4 yourself, Don. Almost. He's had to back off the power a little bit. Side by side through there. Brave boys. They won't be side by side through here, that's for sure. Oh, but Don smashed into the wall. Raffo comes through as well. Almost taking Aldo out with him. Don not actually losing that much speed, but that's going to allow Baggy to close up. Look for a position to overtake and get another position for him. So just over 5 minutes remaining. Mental Nev still holding top spot. He's had that gap reduced down to 0.5 of a second. By the time he got onto that start finish straight last time, he was 0.8 of a second up from Raul, so we'll see what it's like next time. Rick unfortunately 2.7 seconds back. Dylan 3.7 seconds back, so chopping chunks out of Reg GT's time. Benny managed to make a break as well in 5th. He's now got 1.2 seconds over the battles behind. James Harben 6th. Champ just getting that position off him. Was that Manny going completely off track there? So Champ goes through. Reg GT side by side with James as they come through this second chicane. Potter McPott keeps to the racing line. Oh my days, I don't even know what happened to Potter. Don't even know what happened to Potter. It looked like he got pit manoeuvred. I don't think it was purposeful. Reg GT obviously being a little bit of the culprit there, unfortunately. He's just tagged Potter. Don, what's happened to Don? I wonder whether... Oh, Don, oh my God, it's all going wrong right at the end. Everyone, chaos. Right, who's going to win now? Potter McPott running slowly again. Why is Potter running slowly again? He's just been given a position back. Yeah, it did look like someone just dinked his back end. He went bulleting off track. But, like I say, Reg GT obviously seeing his mistake, pulled over. But then what happened after that, I don't know. We saw Don all the way at the back of the pack, and then Potter ghosting out, going slow. Don't know. So, Mental Nev still holding that top spot. Oh, Potter's left the lobby. Still 0.4 of a second between Mental Nev and Raul. Rick 33. No way he can keep up with those two now. Dylan has not been able to take any more time out of Rick 33's time. Still 3.7 seconds that gap. Benny comfortable in 5th at the minute. Oh, I say that as he's got Champ just a second back. Champ has got James Harben all over the rear end of him, so James has managed to hang on to this fight. Manny as well, although we saw him get it a little bit wrong into or out of the first hairpin. He's sitting in 8th, not too far back from James. Aldo in 9th, 3.4 seconds back. Reg GT in 10th, 3.8 seconds back. Baggy up to 11th, 8.2 seconds back. Raffo in 12th, 8.1 seconds back. Being closely chased by P1 Don. Oh, Raul then close enough to make the move down the start-finish straight on Mental Nev. They are going to see another lap after this, so Mental Nev might be able to get this one back off Raul. We'll see. Nothing in it at the minute as they come through that first hairpin. Great exit from both drivers. Let's change that view up for a bit of this. We'll see if we can catch Mental Nev looking for this position back. Closes up over the brow of the hill. Are we going to see Raul? Yes, he goes defensive. Mental Nev looking to run around the outside into the second hairpin. Raul holds it. Gives plenty of room to Mental Nev. And they're now neck and neck as they come down towards this chicane of death. Both drivers through there cleanly. 30 seconds remaining on the race clock. They are going to see another lap. Rick 33 will probably see another lap as well. I don't know who else. They might all get through. I don't think they will, but they might. Right, can Mental Nev do it then? 0.3 of a second back as they came out of that final turn. If he can get in front of Raul before turn 1, it's going to be a damn good fight to the end here. Right, here we go then, it's on. Side by side through turn 1, Mental Nev just sticks himself up front. Can Raul carry the speed down towards hairpin 1? Mental Nev's going defensive, he's not going to make it easy for you, Raul. Side by side, Raul slinging one back up the inside, but Mental Nev carrying the speed around the outside, holds on to that top spot. We have got drivers already crossing the line, but I want to stick with this fight. Sorry, people. Right, can Raul then carry the speed over the hill? Are we going to see Mental Nev hook that right-hand side of the circuit? Raul got good speed coming over here already. Yes, Mental Nev right on that grass on the white line. Side by side through the second hairpin. Raul carrying good speed now. Still side by side on the way out there. What are they going to do here? Is Mental Nev going to back off? No. He does just through that second apex. Gap starting to stretch out now. 0.4 of a second between Raul and Mental Nev as they come up to this final turn. If Mental Nev can get a good exit out of this final turn, it might be on here, but it's got to be perfect. His gap's already at 0.5 of a second. No, I think that's it. I think Raul's taking it. He's too far in front then. Raul takes the win. Mental Nev takes second. Rick 33 is going to come home third. Dylan closed right up on him for fourth in the end, but not able to get that position. We have got Champ going to come home in fifth. Benny is going to finish sixth. Drifting it out of that final turn. James Harben has already finished. Manny Afek has already finished. P1 Aldo, so James in 7th, Manny in 8th, Aldo 9th, Reg GT in 10th. There we are. Baggy 11th, Raffo 12th, and Don 13th. Raul finally taking the win though. A good battle between him and Mental Nev. Again, some good racing from the P1 boys. Race 1 was astounding. So that was round 4 of Archie's Journey Mazda Challenge. We are back next week from Sardinia, or however you want to pronounce it. I don't know which circuit, I don't know which actual version, but that's where we're at. I myself am back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for MRC's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. Nothing on Saturday night. Back Sunday night for the Tanso Racing Boys and the Creative Motorsport Ford Focus Cup. And then straight after that at 9 o'clock is the P1 Boys back again with Archie's Journey Multi-Class Sunday League. Crossbow as the Expo at somewhere. That's where it is. It's the Expo at somewhere. So that is Sunday. Back Monday night 8:30 for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Also the Tanso Racing Group boys hosting that one. Tuesday night the finals of the Clash of the Teams, 8 PM. That's an early start for that one. I think there's going to be 4 streamers in there, 2 English and 2 foreign, I'm going to say. I think 1 Croatian and 1 Hungarian, I believe. I could be wrong. So that is Tuesday night. Wednesday night at 8:30 we are back with Mature Racing Club again and the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. That's 8:30. And then back Thursday, same time, same place, 9 o'clock for the next round of Archie's Journeys Mazda Challenge. There you go. So, I've mentioned it already. T-shirts and stickers available. If you want to just donate a little bit, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Get yourselves over to Archie's Journey on Facebook. Get yourselves over to Bradley Lowry Foundation on Facebook. Get yourselves over to We Are Driven Foundation on Facebook as well. Click all those like buttons, join, blah, blah, blah. And then get yourselves over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey and go and donate on there if you can. Thank you very much. Donate on there first before you donate to me. All right. But definitely get yourselves on the We Are Driven page and see what's coming up, see what's happening. There is merch available, different t-shirts for different campaigns and things like that. So yeah, get yourselves over, see what's happening. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Evening down for the Count Sim Racing. A little bit late. I know you just finished the lobby. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. Bosh, I'm out of it.